Well, I'm about tired of wrestling mud holes, so this is it right here. No more. Welcome to 1822 MC Adventures and More. My name is Pete. This is my channel. Today I'm going to do a basic gear review of what I'm hiking with today. And that changes from hike to hike and day to day. But my basic gear is, we'll start at the top. Got an old school Y harness or Y yoke. I've got a compass. I've got my GoPro mount. I have a IFAK, which is a first aid kit, and this one is full of coffee, creamer, brown sugar, the basic necessities, right? And of course I can change that out to have anything in there that I want, but I do find that these first aid pouches, they're great. You can put a lot of amazing stuff in there. This one here is actually a small first aid kit. I have a much better one I normally carry with me, but basically what's in there is a snake bite kit. Hope I never use it. Some gauze, pads, combat band-aid, some band-aids, some Neosporin, some alcohol, preps. You know, it's not a real good first aid kit, and I'll be changing this out as time goes on. I have a much better one that I actually carry on the bike with me, but for just a hike, you know, in case you get a little splinter or a boo-boo or something, you know, you need a band-aid, right? So I don't think I need a lot in that for a basic hike, considering that my other first aid kit, I'll go over that one day, I got a lot in there. Of course, K-bar, a canteen with water pure tabs. There's a canteen cup inside to there, another canteen, and then this right here that is connected to the cartridge belt and the Y yoke. This here is a French gas mask bag, and you can put all sorts of stuff in it. On this one side here, I got my rag. I've got some paper towels, and I got some toilet paper. And this bag was only like $5. So I mean, how can you go wrong, right? I mean, it's military grade, it's super heavy duty. It's some kind of like plastic canvas or whatever. Now on this side, I've got, this is a decon kit, but what's in here is a lighter, a pocket knife. I've got some chunks of fat wood, and I've got some magnesium shavings. So pretty much under any circumstance, I'm going to be able to start a fire. I also got this little shitty rod. It was, it came with the magnesium block that I had gotten from Harbor Freight. It really doesn't work worth a crap, but it's in there anyways. And then of course a little knife so I can carve up the fat wood. But this is a pretty handy little case right here. And then here I've got 2 alcohol stoves and some heat tabs, a bottle of alcohol, and a stove. And if I was really wanting to cram stuff in here, you'd be just amazed at what I can stick in here. Now up here in the top, I've got this little, it was a free trial thing with America Online back in the 90s. They gave you a CD, you'd download it, no credit card, nothing. You had 45 days to try their crap. But what it is for me nowadays is I've repurposed it into a fishing kit. Now what I got in here is I got some 2-pound line, I got some 4-pound line, I got some jigs, a bobber, some creature baits and whatnot, so and some flies. So was in a tough spot, I'm pretty sure I could catch a fish with that. This here is a battery charger, cookies, nuts and fruit. This is my silverware bag. I've got some hand sanitizer in there. I have some paper towels, spatula, knife, fork, and spoon. Knife has a bottle opener on it. Military issue pocket knife. It has a can opener and a sharp blade and screwdriver and whatnot. Hand sanitizer. This is my dedicated food knife. The only thing I ever cut with this knife is food. And then of course some Tums in case something doesn't agree with me. But this is my basic stuff. It's a lot. I could probably thin this out if I really wanted to, but I'm not trying to survive. I'm trying to enjoy myself when I'm out here. Some beans and rice that I'm not eating today. Don't have time. I ran out of time when I was doing something else. My basic mess kit. Some bags for other people's garbage. Sponge for cleanup. This is the lid off of an old plastic tote, and I use it for a cutting board. And in here, of course, I got my plate. I got my little stew pot, and in here, more paper towels. Salt, pepper, oil, and hot sauce. And I am actually considering getting another mess kit. I mean, this is a Boy Scout mess kit. It has stood the test of time. It's very functional. It is made out of aluminum. Some people kind of whine about that. And like I was saying, and then the proper way to tie the bowline hitch is you wrap. Wait a minute, I was talking about mess kits, yeah. Aluminum ones. Look, the aluminum scares bullshit. From what I understand, after you clean the aluminum and it's bare aluminum, then there's a possibility of like toxic fumes coming off of it. But I guess it's my understanding that you wash this stuff, you let it dry, 20 minutes later, it's dried and it's worked its magic and it's safe again. I don't know. I really don't give a damn. I've been cooking on aluminum and cast iron all my life. I'm still here. But yeah, as far as what you can stick in here, if you really cram it in here, I mean, you can put an amazing amount of stuff in here. And so this is the basic fit. I'm still kind of toting some of my winter weight, so hopefully in another couple weeks that'll be gone. But basically what I have here is my compass, GoPro mount, 2 IFAKs, K-bar, 2 canteens, and the French gas mask bag. Now I have a couple other setups where I'm using full American gear with the actual old school, as they call an ass pack or a butt pack, but I really like this one here because of all the extra pockets and stuff. But for a day hike, it's great. I got another one set up similar to this that's strictly for fishing, where the whole bag, the French gas mask bag, is full of fishing stuff. So it's a very versatile bag. I bought 3 of them for $14.99. How can you go wrong with that, right? So I hope you got something out of that. I would like to say that this is what I'm using today. It's constantly changing. I have 2-quart canteens that I use sometimes. I have smaller IFAKs. I have other accessories that I can clip onto here. But as far as I'm concerned, an old school military cartridge belt and a Y yoke, or actually what they call an H harness, which is the predecessor to this, is actually a better setup, because you got your 2 straps and then you got 2 straps in the back, and I think it holds the load better. But what do I know? I'm only the guy carrying this stuff. I'm not the guy that designed it and signed off on it. But yeah, if you're looking for decent gear, yeah, it might be a little heavy compared to like ultralight stuff, but if you want something that will probably last your lifetime, military surplus is something that's definitely worth looking at. Now, if you're buying it online, I say buyer beware. I prefer to shop locally, because that way I can actually put my hands on it. I can actually touch it and make sure it's okay. But there are some places online that are reputable. I use a place called sportsmansguide.com. They're up in Minnesota. And now some of their stuff, I'll tell you straight up right here on the internet, some of their stuff is overpriced. And some of their stuff is great deals. You just got to know what you're looking at. Some of the stuff that I get it locally because it's a better buy. Some of the stuff that I have, I buy on the internet because I can do better. But I always try to buy locally. And down here where I'm at, my go-to surplus store is a place called Saigon Sam's. They've been in business ever since I can remember. So, and you know, you will find good stuff. Now, if you're like me and you're 6'5", it's hard to find stuff that fits. Anyways, I'd say it's time to put this stuff back on the bike and we'll ride on out of here. Appreciate you watching. If you have any questions about my gear, ask me. I'll answer. No big deal. Alright, well, that wraps up another episode of 1822 MC Adventures and More. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, don't forget to do the YouTube thing, you know, thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And there's 3 things I want you to remember. 1, never leave more than your tire tracks. 2, when you're out in the woods or in the park or wherever you're at, pick up after yourself. If someone else was inconsiderate enough to leave their mess, as much as it sucks, do the right thing, pick up after them. And 3, remember this, nobody likes a fucking snitch. So with that being said, what do you say we ride on out of here? Follow me, I know shortcut.